All right, what's up, people? Landon with LMR.com. It's Dyno Day. We got a cool one for you today. This is a 2023 Raptor R, the supercharged 5.2 liter engine. Kind of a variant of the Predator, codename Carnivore, whatever you want to call it. We're not going to bore you to death with an intro, so let's get right into the dyno technical specs. So let's take a look underneath the Raptor R real quick. No doubt about it, the Ford performance engineers went out of their way. There's a bunch of cool stuff to talk about under here, but for today, again, we're just going to talk about stuff relative to the dyno. So 10R80 transmission, you really can't see much of it here just because it's all tucked underneath the skid plate. Factory exhaust, obviously, it's a bone stock truck. Got the catalytic converters tucked underneath that skid plate as well. Looks like we have some resonators here. That's not dyno specific data, but I'm just letting y'all know. Probably with some cabin drone. Pretty cool little like mini trash can muffler. It's an aluminum drive shaft. We've got a 410 rear gear, 17-inch by 8.5-inch wheel, and that is a massive 37-inch tire. All the Raptor Rs get the 37-inch tire. Other than that, that's pretty much underneath. We'll get it back down and it's go time. All right, people, so the power plant in the Raptor R, this is kind of a Predator variant, or that's in the 2020 and newer GT500s. Kind of when these were getting leaked or getting announced on the engine build sheet or spec sheet, whatever, kind of in the bottom right corner or wherever it was, Ford kind of codenamed this the Carnivore. So that's kind of what some people are saying, but nonetheless, it's a Predator variant. This engine here in the Raptor R is rated at 700 horsepower, 640 pound-feet of torque. The version that's in the GT500, it's rated at 760 horsepower and 625 pound-feet of torque. So obviously, since this is a truck application, Ford did a little bit of changing to the engine, obviously to make it suitable for a Raptor R. Real quick, before we get rolling, just wanted to give a huge shout out to Sykora Family Ford here in Waco, Texas, or just outside the Waco, Texas area. If you are in the area, consider those guys for a new Ford vehicle or even a used vehicle for that matter. They did a really good job getting this Raptor R to us in a timely manner. To our knowledge, it's one of the first ones on the street. Thanks again, Sykora Family Ford. All right, people, let's check out some numbers on the 2023 Raptor R. If I didn't mention before, it has 93 octane fuel in the tank, because who wouldn't want to run 93 octane fuel in a badass truck like this? I think when we started the dyno runs, it had 120 miles on it, give or take. So picked it up from the dealership, thrashed on it on the street, and then rolled it right in here and got it on the dyno. The way we did the dyno, technically for the 10R80, 7th gear is 1-to-1, the 1-to-1 ratio, but because of the 114 mile an hour speed limiter, we backed that down to 5th gear. That way we could see a full RPM range for the pull. So just gonna go ahead and clear the air. All these runs are in 5th gear. 7th gear would net us a little bit more true result, but we're splitting hairs at that point. So in stock trim, 2023 Raptor R is making 580 horsepower at 6,300 RPM and 533 pound-feet of torque at 4,400 RPM. Pretty damn impressive considering that monstrous drivetrain. Again, 700 horsepower, 640 pound-feet of torque at the flywheel. Give or take, that's 15, not quite 15, maybe 16, 17, upwards of 18% drivetrain loss. So again, not too bad. Just because we can, we like tinkering around here. We went and got a Ford Performance high-flow air filter put on the truck. Actually saw some pretty impressive gains from just the filter. 588.7 horsepower at 6,300 RPM, 534.6 pound-feet of torque at 4,100 RPM. And just because we could, kind of the chips all in, this is not realistic at all, but while we were here, why not do it? We filled some trash bags up with ice, put it on top of the airbox lid, and of course the Supercharger lid. And with the ice, saw a little bit of bump in horsepower, 590.5 horsepower at 6,400 RPM, and then saw some pretty good torque gains, 541.6 pound-feet of torque at 4,400 RPM. Needless to say, 2023 Raptor R with the Supercharged 5.2. First off, thank you, Ford, for shoving a V8 back in one of these trucks. Don't get me wrong, the Eco Boosts are great. You know, they do what they have to do, but at the end of the day, man, you gotta love the Supercharger whine, and you gotta love the rumble of a V8. So hope y'all appreciated this one. We should have some more 2023 Raptor R content heading your way. If y'all like these dyno videos, y'all like all this cool stuff, period. Like the video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and make sure those notifications turned on. And until we catch you in the next one, y'all know what to do. For all things 79 to present Mustang and the occasional cool stuff, keep right here at the Real Enthusiast, LMR.com.